On to Ethiopia now, where the government has declared a state of emergency in the Amhara region. The move follows days of intense clashes between the Fano militia and government forces across several towns in the region. The region's president, Yilkal Kefale, has written to the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, saying the unrest was causing significant human, social and economic damage. A local doctor from Amhara town says more than a dozen patients were injured in clashes. Residents say mobile internet access was disrupted in parts of the region on Thursday, and Ethiopian Airlines has suspended some flights to Amhara. Our reporter Girum Chala joins us live now from Addis Ababa for more on this story. Girum, the federal government has now declared a state of emergency in Amhara. What more can you tell us about the conflict there between local militiamen and the military? And also, Girum, what does this state of emergency imply for the region?
So, Penina, it's been a while since the insecurity in the Amhara region has been seen, and the government has raised concerns time and again. And the regional government has been also trying to contain the problem in the region. As you have said, the militiamen named Fano, mostly young people with arms, have been maneuvering around different parts of the Amhara regional state, even before the war broke out between the TPLF and the federal government. And after the end of the Northern War, this situation has continued. So it is now out of hands, according to the reports from the Amhara regional state. And that's why the state of emergency has been declared. And this means there is going to be a military command post that is going to be formed, which is going to be perhaps be led by the Prime Minister himself. And just a few hours earlier, Penina, the Council of Ministers has declared a state of emergency and saying that there needs to be a military intervention and should be done as soon as possible so that the insecurity and illegal activities in the region can be resolved. You must know the government also was accusing these people, the militiamen, before, saying that they have been forming illegal checkpoints here and there, and even were participating in rogue activities, including collecting tax on behalf of the government. So this thing is supposed to be stopped, and that's why the government is forming this state of emergency in the regional government.
Right. So, Girum, what's the history of federal intervention in such conflicts in Amhara region?
So the region, as I was saying earlier, had its own special force, and after the government decided to dissolve all of those across the country, the dissatisfaction increased, especially in the Amhara region, and some of the former force in the police force took arms against the regional government, and perhaps are saying that they want to take over the central government itself. The government has said that enough is enough, and this needs to be stopped now, as the regional government also requested the end of all of the situation in the regional state. Economic and also political issues are being affected in the country, especially in the Amhara regional state, and peace has been lost for a longer time. So the federal government's intervention is going to be explained in terms of the defense force taking actions against those taking up arms against the region, and also the constitutional order of the country. So in the next few days we might be seeing curfews and also some kind of measures being taken against those people who are fighting at the federal force themselves. So people are expecting some kind of chaotic situation in the next few days in the Amhara regional state, but they hope that it's going to be contained perhaps as soon as possible.
All right, Girum, let's leave it there for now. We appreciate that update. Thank you. Girum Chala, live for us in Addis Ababa.